Good morning, everyone. My name is Ryan Pritchard, and I'm the sales manager here at Can-Am Systems. I wanted to start by thanking Scott for that great introduction and kickoff to this year's virtual user conference. It was his vision 26 years ago that started Can-Am Systems and PSA, based simply on an idea that he wanted to create solutions driven by the direction and foresight of the frontline people who use them. This conference marks the 25th annual user conference, and much like the very first, it brings together all of our users for a chance to witness what we've been working on this past year. It provides an opportunity to talk about what's coming, and above all, receive meaningful feedback that will drive future production of all of our products and services for years to come. Driven by Your Voice is not only the conference theme, it's a philosophy that every employee here at Can-Am lives by. It's a core value that we teach to listen to the customer, their needs, and requirements based on the desire to continuously strive to make them more efficient, provide stronger accountability, and above all, make their organization more profitable. It is something that has always set us apart from other software companies and has allowed us to grow to the company that we are today and create lifelong customers who also share in our vision together. Just a couple of quick housekeeping items before we get started. I will mention that over the next 2 days, all of these sessions have been pre-recorded. So if anyone jumped in late, missed a session, or just wants to recap what we covered, they will be made available once the conference concludes online to all attendees. We ask that attendees stay muted during the presentation to avoid any sort of background noise or interference with the presenter. And in some presentations, there will be requests for interactive polls that we encourage all users participate in. If there are any questions during the presentation, we encourage you to enter those questions into the chat box. And at the end of the presentation, if there is time, we will review those questions with all attendees, and those that do not get answered will be reached out to directly after the session concludes. Details will be made available at the end of the conference as to how you access this information, and so if there's any questions, please feel free to reach out to our support or sales team for more information. Over the weekend, we sent out the final PSA User Conference Guide. If you have not had an opportunity to download it from the email, or did not receive the email, you can also get a conference guide from our website by going to the conference page, down to the conference details section, and clicking the Download User Guide button. The user guide will contain information on the conference agenda, course descriptions, as well as presenters and start times, and will also include all the details for our sponsors, breakout sessions, and sales information if you'd like to follow up for more details. As Scott touched on in his introduction, this company was started back in 1994 with a base accounting product simply known as Proven Solutions Accounting, or to become known as PSA for short. During that time, we added additional modules for job costing, service and repair, inventory, and more. And in 2002, we were approached by a consulting group in restoration that mentioned with a few tweaks, we could make this software work for the contractors in this industry. Soon after that, we partnered with an estimating platform known as Xactimate, and were able to build a job management system on top of that was developed for almost 10 years before moving production into the web with a whole new interface known as Proven Job Management, which launched back in 2014. Soon after, we packed our system with the very first mobile app known as Smart Tech Mobile. And as we developed further web applications, we needed to stay connected to industry products as we grew. And our team designed an API that has allowed for over 90 plus integrations to connect to our job management, accounting, and CRM systems to date. We realized that with all this information, it was becoming even more critical to provide opportunities for companies to design their own reports, dashboards, and analytics. And so in 2018, we introduced Proven Smart Reports as part of the ERP solution as the first opportunity for our clients to design their own analytic tools. As Scott touched on in his introduction, Proven CRM launched its initial beta platform back in 2019 with a single goal to provide a unique business development tool driven 100% from the ground up based on user feedback. In 2020, we officially launched the program with over 250 changes coming from frontline sales and business development staff. This month also marks the launch of Proven CRM Mobile, which is our second mobile platform to add to the PSA family, and will allow for your sales team to gain access to critical information while they're on the road. Last, but certainly not least, our newest platform will bring our on-prem accounting application directly into the web, providing a 100% web-based solution that will grow with your company and allow your users to share information between accounting, production, CRM, and field operations in real time. All the while connected to the ever-evolving ecosystem known as the insurance restoration industry, designed specifically to help contractors get the information that they need to be successful. Our development teams have been hard at work over this last year making a lot of great changes based on your feedback. Starting off on the production side, it began with a complete overhaul of our scheduling and advanced scheduling systems. We worked closely with a number of contractors that were looking for ways to replace their current whiteboards, Microsoft Project, Outlook calendars, and Smartsheets to create a brand new user-friendly project planning tool that worked with estimating platforms in this industry, such as Xactimate and Symbility. While being able to create a project timeline with just a few clicks, this new interface also allows for designable columns, memorized sequences, and an entire predecessor-successor logic that syncs directly to your personal calendar. It also allows for automatic notifications for your customers, vendors, and internal staff alike for any scheduling changes or timeline adjustments throughout the project process. In addition to the redesign of our advanced schedule, we also finalized our integration with Crawford's job track system that has allowed us to seamlessly pass date and time information for your milestones back and forth between the two platforms. For more information on the advanced scheduling and the changes that we've implemented, April will be taking us through this in detail today at 1, so don't miss out on the presentation for advanced scheduling. We've also listened to the feedback of our work orders in the web job management system. Over the summer, our team has completely redesigned the visibility and flexibility of how contractors are able to manipulate their work orders in the web. Our new inline view allows for quick viewing of cost breakdowns between materials, labor, miscellaneous expenses, and unit pricing. It also allows for quicker flexibility of splitting material, merging work orders together, or even transferring them from one job to another. In this new interface, we've also adapted the filter screens and search bars for a better user experience to find the information they're looking for quickly and efficiently, referencing things like invoices and voucher numbers that can be visually seen on our screens. Stay tuned tomorrow for a full walkthrough by Taylor on Work Orders 2.0 at 3 o'clock Eastern. One of the features that came out of necessity due to this pandemic was the ability to provide customers with a remote signing feature that would outright replace the need for systems like DocuSign, HelloSign, and more. Originally, our signing features were exclusive to the mobile app and required the customer to be present in order to sign documents. Over the past few months, we've made extensive changes to the flexibility of being able to route documents for remote signing via email and text message. This now allows customers to sign documents remotely through their home or office and return them back to Proven Job Management as a completed PDF. We've also made changes to the audit trails, allowing for things like multiple signatures and initials, as well as being able to capture GPS, date, time, user information, and IP address once the document has come back into our system. Taylor will be taking us through this in detail this morning at 11:30. And for those customers that are looking to get started or need assistance building e-forms, can always reach out to our support center to have their documents converted electronically. Workflow automation has always been a big request from contractors to be able to effectively manage their compliance. Having a better understanding of the requirements bestowed upon them by carriers and third-party administrators alike. However, like any automated system, it requires an understanding of accountability and assignment of internal resources to carry out these expectations. And one of the areas we see contractors struggle with the most is ensuring these assignments happen up front and our teams are notified proactively of these targets. Related relationships was the first step in being able to auto-assign these accountabilities and relationships on the front end. It also allowed for things like auto-filling referral companies and contacts once the customer or contact had been selected. We're also working on the ability to link jobs together when we have same customers or claims that are linked across multiple jobs. This will allow us to effectively manage those not only through the reporting side, but also being able to jump between different job types, from the emergency to repairs to reconstruction. In addition to this, April will be taking us through job compliance and workflow notifications tomorrow at 2 p.m. So stay tuned for that update as well. In addition to this, contractors required a task-based orientation system that would allow them to stray from standardized workflows. And this is something that we've recently launched as a new feature in PJM called To-Dos. One of the key differences between workflow notifications and to-dos is this idea of being able to generate a task or action item on the fly without having it predefined in the system as part of our standard process. We understand that in restoration, things can change at the drop of a hat. So this system needed to be able to adjust to the reactive nature of your business and quickly and efficiently assign tasks to internal resources to be carried out. To-dos were created out of a necessity from contractors to be able to push on-demand tasks, define target expectations, and establish required timelines. These to-dos can be tracked through the control center, and understanding which tasks have been completed and which ones still need to be accomplished, as well as being able to track replies and responses to tasks that are still in process. We've also made some significant changes to the communications in PJM, starting with updating our log note templates with additional fill options from dates to critical job information that will allow our customers to create proactive notification templates that can automatically launch at certain stages of their job. When a job is received, it can kick out an introductory letter to our customer, letting them know who's assigned and their core job information. When a job is approved, it can update both internal staff and subs to let them know that the job is ready to get started. And when the job is invoiced, it can send out collection notices if we haven't received payment in a timely manner. On top of improving our log note templates, we've also made changes to the email and text message replies that come back and forth on your job profile. We've added additional options throughout the software for CCing and BCCing additional email recipients, as well as being able to quickly fill email groups based on job contacts or external ones. Jennifer will be taking us through a tour of proactive communications today at 2 o'clock, while Jackie will be focusing more on the advancements of customer alerts and notifications tomorrow at 10:30. One of the more significant changes that we've made to communications in PJM now allows for all of our log notes, alerts, and notifications to be formatted in HTML. Simply put, this will allow for each customer to customize their own notifications to now include formatting with images, links to their website or social media, pre-logoed notifications, as well as formatting that can include things like radio buttons, drop-down boxes, or even comment boxes, allowing you to design custom input when sending out notifications that can be replied to. We've also received a lot of feedback over the year from our web job management users who have come from the desktop and other job management platforms to continue to improve the performance and availability of standard reports in the web. With the introduction of franchise groups and their requirement to run large volumes of data through our system, brought about the need to design a new reporting tool that could pull a large volume of information in a matter of seconds. Our development team has worked diligently to redesign the reporting engine that would allow for franchise groups of upwards of 300 plus locations to pull live job management, accounting, and CRM statistics in a matter of seconds from all of their locations. This has opened up new possibilities not only for companies that have multiple offices, but from our existing customers who are looking for instantaneous performance on their job management reports. Over this last year, we have worked to start converting over brand new reports on this engine, and there's already a large group of reports that are available using this new tool. Mike will be taking us through these new reports and reporting tools tomorrow at 1 p.m. But we also encourage all of our web job management users to provide feedback on meaningful reports that they would like to see in the web moving forward as we continue to convert these reports to the new engine. Moving things right along to our field operations, it has always been our focus to provide tools that are designed to fit the needs of the frontline people who use them on a daily basis. Proven Smart Tech Mobile was designed to be a simple, easy to navigate interface with the power to record critical information both online and off while out in the field. Also providing communications back to our office seamlessly allowed for the uploading of photos, documents, notes, and critical job information. Over the past year, we've looked at ways to mainly improve the structure and stability of our mobile app as it pertains to syncing, downloading information on demand, and increasing the size of the mobile database, allowing for more job information, dates, and communications to be stored offline in our app natively. In the coming months, we'll be launching a new mobile update that focuses on quality of life changes to aspects like the electronic timesheets by adding in required fields and making updates to the team clock-in and clock-in lead functionality. We will also be looking at making changes to our resource management as it pertains to our photos and documents, allowing technicians in the field to crop and rotate photos before uploading, as well as the ability to bring down a document that was previously completed or partially completed and make changes or adjustments before re-uploading it back into the web. Now keep in mind, these changes will not affect the logic of our e-signing, which prevents people from modifying a document that has a signature or initial that's already been captured. And as we move closer to the end of the year, we'll have a lot more exciting announcements to let you know about as far as the additional changes we're working on for our mobile app. To give you a little insight as to what we're working on, we will be looking at making some serious changes to the mobile calendar, providing an online-only sync feature, as well as being able to create a simple work order from within the app, whether it's for a couple basic line items or generating a quote on the fly. We'll be looking to add this functionality into our existing app to provide additional features while out in the field. In addition to this, we will also be looking at making some changes to our mobile communications as it pertains to bringing workflow notifications and alerts into the app, the ability to complete and reply to to-dos, as well as the ability for technicians to have access to our log note templates while out in the field, and the ability to easily send these log notes using our email groups will add additional functionality to be able to blast an entire job team, vendor, or external contacts with communications all at once. And last but not least, we will also be looking at providing multi-language support in both French and Spanish for both our web and mobile platforms. Don't forget to check out our presentation on Proven Smart Tech with Jackie this afternoon at 4 for some additional details. I think we can all agree that information is power, and one of the key reasons people turn to systems as a way to increase their efficiency and accountability is the visibility that systems can provide not only to the staff, but to upper management to understand where your business stands today. Smart Reports, for us, was a stepping stone to begin the analytic creation process by generating next-level tools that would allow end users to build their own dashboards and widgets inside of PSA, and evolve beyond the standard thinking of reporting. Proven Smart Reports, at its core, was a tool designed for customers to create their own reports, dashboards, and analytics using information contained within the job management, CRM, and accounting solution together. But it also provided a way to generate non-traditional analytics, allowing companies to use things like conditional formatting and color to drive behavior and process within the system itself, using these to red flag, highlight, or escalate information that may otherwise go unnoticed through a black and white report. It also promoted proactive decision-making, allowing companies to customize benchmark and set definable goals that could automatically be sent to their users as scorecards on a daily basis, allowing staff to visualize where they stand, not only against their own targets, but also against their peers. It even provides an audit trail ability for missing items or red flag alerts that can assist coordinators on what's missing in order to generate meaningful, consistent statistics, and provides an opportunity to put the power back into the hands of the people doing the work, rather than waiting for the report to be generated and looking backwards historically. These new analytics tools will be covered across 3 sessions on our user conference this year that focus on the job management analytics tomorrow at 1 o'clock, the CRM analytics today at 3:30, and our accounting analytics tomorrow at 11:30 to show the evolution of reporting and dashboard analytics that PSA will provide moving forward with all of its products. Although it's one of the newer product lines to PSA, Proven CRM has quickly become an essential tool to streamlining your sales and marketing efforts. It has provided business development staff with access to real-time job updates, understanding communications, and establishing ownership as a way to set financial goals, provide job credit, and review top referring organizations and contacts on demand. In addition to providing marketing campaigns, email integration, and text message integration, over this past year, our development team has focused on a number of key areas and improvements to the CRM software. The first series of changes introduced were set to make improvements to the sales routes module in CRM, providing opportunities to share route visibility, optimize drive time through Google Maps, and provide the ability to input route notes on the fly from your mobile device. A lot of the changes that our development teams made to sales routes impact the logic in how we view the stops that each sales rep makes on a daily basis. It takes into consideration things like visiting clients at the same office. It also uses the Google Maps API to identify things like road closures, high traffic volume areas, and as well as things like alternative routes to ensure the fastest and most efficient route, using fixed starting and ending positions to ensure that the rep gets back to where they need to be when the sales route finishes. It's also optimizing our route notes module to ensure communications can get logged to the appropriate organization and contact, as well as giving the rep the ability to see previous or historical communications prior to showing up at that stop, when it occurred, and what type of communication can be found on the route notes module, including the ability to now impact our days since last activity to effectively monitor inactivity and our frequency on how often we should be reaching out and touching our contacts and organizations to ensure that nobody falls off our radar. Communications play a significant role in the CRM, and our ability to effectively track our salespeople's activities, ranging from phone calls, emails, text messages, face-to-face visits, route stops, and expenses, in order to understand what they're doing on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis. Our development teams have focused on overhauling things like the email integration sync, privacy inbox settings, updates to the calendar, tasks, and event systems, as well as adding in additional criteria for bulk messaging for texts. Since launch, there's been a lot of feedback on integrating emails into the CRM with concerns about real-time visibility, privacy of sharing emails with others, as well as the ability to tie them seamlessly into activities so they don't seem as two separate applications. Our new email integration allows for a quick connect, allowing email to be accessed in real time, as well as the ability to only see emails that are connected to your own user's profile. We've also made some significant changes to emailing out of Proven CRM with the ability to include signatures, replies, and responses that look like they're coming natively out of your email system. This will virtually eliminate the need for having to run both programs in tandem and allow most of our sales teams to run completely and independently out of the CRM. Our next steps will take a look at updating our calendar functionality, tasks and events, integrating those to our email calendars, as well as the ability of setting reoccurring appointments and alerts without any issues of updating functionality within our email. Stay tuned for tomorrow when we showcase the new email functionality at 11 o'clock. One of the most requested items that we've received on the CRM side is the ability to automate incentives. I'm happy to announce that at the end of this month, we'll be launching the new incentive package inside of the CRM as part of your regular CRM subscription. This new package will allow companies to define individual incentive criteria based on dollar volumes and percentage to allocate automatically to each individual rep. These will then translate to individual incentive reports that can then be sent directly to the individual or pulled up from within the CRM, and will also provide a unique incentive dashboard that can be used by the company administrators to visualize these incentives based on their entire sales team. Since the beginning of the year, we've been working with our CRM teams on Proven CRM Mobile, the very first native app designed to work in conjunction with Proven CRM. These last few months, we've been working with our beta teams to ensure the app contains all the critical tools that sales reps will need to access this information while out in the field. And I'm happy to announce that this week marks the official launch of the app both on iOS and Android markets. This app will provide real-time notifications and alerts to job referrals and credit, sales and activity, and new ownership assignments, as well as streamlining inputting new activities, customers, and contacts while out in the road, including things such as our route stops and marketing expenses. It will also provide us visibility on all of our referral history and statistics so that prior to walking into that agent's office, I'll be able to pull these up on the fly and on demand. And will also allow us to review historical activities, both tasks, events, and notes, on demand from the app as well. The last piece of PSA ERP solution has been the long-awaited web accounting. This has been a massive undertaking for our development team that has spanned multiple years. Throughout the testing and customer feedback, it has grown and evolved, moving over 4 million lines of code into a brand new modern web interface. Coming up directly after this presentation, Scott will be taking us through a full guided tour of the new web accounting system. And I don't want to give anything away, so I'll leave it up to him to give you guys the details on what we've been working on for this last year. But look forward and are excited for the upcoming launch of our brand new web accounting solution. As you can see, our development teams have been hard at work over this last year, designing new functionality, updates to existing features, brand new mobile and web applications, and much more to come. Over these next 2 days, we're excited to share with you in detail all the functionality that we've been working on, and even some insight into what's coming in the very near future. We hope that everyone can participate in these sessions to learn more about how PSA ERP has evolved. And in addition to this, we also have a lot of great announcements for new integrated partners and integrations that are coming as well. When PSA jumped into the insurance restoration industry, we realized that from a software perspective, everything was very disconnected. There were many platforms that excelled in what they did, but very few that connected together. Early on, we were one of the first solutions to connect with Xactware and Xactimate, and it provided an opportunity for our clients to streamline information between the estimating and budgeting side of PSA. As our solution evolved, so did the systems and tools around us. We joined with groups like PIRC, who fought for a connected environment and one that would allow contractors to choose the tools that best suited their needs, while not having to worry about duplication or multiple entry points. Today, we continue to build on these new partnerships, and we are excited to announce at this year's conference a number of new integrated partners that we'll be working with over the course of the near future. One of our earlier integrations this year was with DocuSketch that actually launched back at the last quarter of 2020, providing a more cost-effective alternative to the Matterport system. providing 3D sketching tools that can be shared directly into PSA through a job file link. As we continue to work on this integration, we will look for new and additional opportunities to share things like photos, documents, and notes provided to streamline directly into our job profile. One of our newest integrated partners that we are excited to announce at this year's conference is Encircle. Our first round of integration will be available to Encircle users at the end of this month and will provide the opportunity to transfer basic job information directly into the Encircle app to prevent any duplication of job details. We are excited for what the future holds with this partnership, and as we get feedback from our clients that use the app on a daily basis, we will continue to work on improving the integration between the two platforms, allowing for a two-way integration sync, allowing for the upload of things like photos, documents, and more to pass directly back into PSA. Finally, our team will be launching this week our integration with Symbility and CoreLogic, providing the opportunity to import estimates directly into Proven Job Management, allowing for the automatic creation of work orders, budgeting, and assignments of tasks on the production side. Although this is only the first round of integration, our development team is already working on the ability to share claim details, such as dates, notes, and attachments bidirectionally between the two systems. It has always been our vision to provide our clients with an open environment. Our web applications provide an open API that allows vendors to connect directly to our web services. As the need for new integrations arise, we welcome the ability to provide a solution that will keep our customers connected to the tools they need to be successful. PSA customers that are looking to get connected to either the DocuSketch, Encircle, or Symbility integrations are encouraged to contact our support center to get more information on how to get started. And as the rest of this year unfolds, there will be new integrations that we will be adding to the pipeline that we'll also be excited to announce as well. So stay tuned for those announcements. So far this morning, we've talked about a lot of great tools, new updates, integrations, and apps that our team's been working on over this last year. However, for a lot of customers, it is a real struggle to keep up to date with all of these new changes and updates that we're constantly making, and even harder to ensure their employees are properly trained to take advantage of these new features and help them better leverage the power of PSA. That is why back in January we decided that our online education programs, such as the monthly Lunch and Learns, integrated vendor presentations, and quarterly online training, are now going to be provided to all of our customers at no additional charge, providing additional opportunities for ongoing training, continued education, and a better understanding of our integrated partners and functionality, showcasing how contractors can better take advantage of both the existing and new tools inside of PSA. We've also opened up new opportunities for customers to learn at their own pace through Proven Academy, providing online learning courses for the different PSA products, allowing both existing and new users to become certified across accounting, job management, CRM, and field applications, providing opportunities for testing, completion certificates, and access to hundreds of help manuals and online video guides. These new tools will hopefully help customers take better advantage of the PSA program. As an ERP software, this also brought to light some new challenges in which companies were looking for more than just training and support on PSA software. They needed help to establish best practices, better underlying processes and behaviors for employees, workflow recommendations, and accounting advice that existed outside the realm of expertise of our regular training and support. Proven Consultants was an opportunity for us to work with industry experts and consultants through a third-party partnership that allowed us to offer these additional services through Can-Am to work with industry experts. Over the years, we have partnered with a number of great industry consultants and will continue to do so in an effort to provide a complete solution that combines both software and consulting services to provide our clients with all the tools and skill set they need to be successful. It opens up a whole new level of experience with PSA and allows companies to move beyond where they're currently using the software today. Proven Consultants offers a number of virtual services like virtual bookkeeping, virtual controller, and assistance with WIP preparation. In addition to this, we can also provide assistance with company structuring as it pertains to process efficiencies, system coordination, and even assistance on building analytics and reporting as part of the PSA platform. For those of you who are new to the PSA User Conference, our roundtable event always marks the end of the conference and the very last session we hold. This brings forward all of our PSA users and provides them an opportunity to voice their opinion, provide feedback, or share suggestions with the entire group. If you did not have a chance to submit your roundtable request form, don't worry. You can still bring your changes to this event and voice them in the chat box for the entire audience to read. This will also give us the opportunity to share these ideas as a group. And at the end of the conference, a final list will be composed that every attendee will get to vote on. Once all the votes are in, we'll choose the top voted in changes to make it into a future version of PSA. And these changes can be anything from accounting suggestions, CRM, job management, mobile apps, or even new integrated partners or ideas that you'd like to see it make it into the PSA suite. We look forward to seeing everyone tomorrow at 4 o'clock to start the discussion. As I mentioned in the beginning, we have always put a lot of emphasis on listening to our customers' needs and providing them with a voice to drive the direction of the PSA software moving forward. This has opened up great opportunities for our power users to create user groups that focus on specific areas of the software. The first user group was created and is currently run by Greg Anapol and Taylor Carmichael, focusing on the advancements of the production side and looking at ways to improve the user experience while streamlining the requirements of the industry and working hand in hand with the PSA software. This group has already held 3 live conferences and continues to meet online to discuss new and exciting opportunities to continue to push this software forward. Since the launch of the CRM, there has also been another user group that has been created to facilitate the needs of the sales and marketing side, specific to the needs of the restoration industry, looking at ways to improve the CRM experience, both in the office and out in the field, while discussing new opportunities to create tools and integrations that are unique to this industry, and unlike any other CRM on the planet, it is being driven by the frontline users of the software. Finally, there's already been talks that once the web accounting has been launched, there will be a third user group created that specifically looks at the financial side and emphasizes what restoration owners need to run their business, as well as looking at other third-party integrations specific to facilitating and streamlining the accounting side. We also encourage each and every one of our PSA users to sign up for our mailing list to be kept up to date on new releases, upcoming events, educational opportunities, and of course our monthly newsletter. If you have team members that are not signed up, please contact our support or sales team to get them added to the list. And we also encourage our users to check out our website for additional details as well for upcoming promotions, products, and services that will be announced and can be signed up through our website. To say that we are excited for what the future holds would be an understatement. And much like the initial idea Scott had back on day one, PSA will continue to be driven by your passion, your expertise, your knowledge of the industry and its requirements, and above all, your feedback. These next 2 days are not only the opportunity for us to showcase to you the tireless efforts of our team, but also a great opportunity to listen, to share ideas and collaborate, and to execute on the vision we share together with our customers. I wanted to take this opportunity to thank you all for your continued support and belief in PSA as we look forward to the future together.